Welcome to our discussions and thank you for joining us. KCSE 1999 part 2 question number 9. And the question we have reads, two towns A and B are 220 kilometers apart. A bus left town A at 11:00 a.m. and traveled towards B at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. At the same time, a matatu left town B for A and traveled at 80 kilometers per hour. The matatu stops for a total of 45 minutes on the way before meeting the bus. Calculate the distance covered by the bus before meeting the matatu. We can start by sketching the diagram here. We have two towns A and B, and we have been told that the two towns are 220 kilometers apart. We have a bus moving from town A at exactly 11 a.m. and it is moving at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. We also have a matatu at point B that is moving towards A, and the matatu is traveling at 80 kilometers per hour. We have been told that the matatu stopped for a total of 45 minutes on the way before meeting the bus. We can still argue that the matatu is starting 45 minutes late, and therefore we can now start by calculating the distance covered. The distance covered by bus for 45 minutes. And in this case now, distance is given by speed times time. The speed for the bus is 60. We multiply by the time, which is 45 over 60. And this one is going to give us 45 kilometers, because 60 and 60 will cancel, leaving us with 45 kilometers. Now we can assume the bus has already traveled for 45 kilometers. Then the distance between the two now, distance apart, is going to be equivalent to the total, which is 220 minus the distance traveled of 45. This one gives us 175 kilometers. So that is the distance that the two vehicles are supposed to cover in between. Now, having gotten the distance between the two vehicles, we can now get their relative speed. And since the two vehicles are coming or are approaching each other, we must get the relative speed by adding the individual speeds. That is the speed of the bus, which is 60. We add the speed of the matatu, which is 80. And this one gives us 140, sorry. It gives us 140 kilometers per hour. Once we have the relative speed, we can now calculate the time taken. Time taken to meet. To get the time taken to meet, we are going simply to take the distance between the two vehicles, distance apart, we divide by the relative speed. The distance apart is 175. We divide by the relative speed, which is 140, and this one is going to give us 1.25 hours. Once we have the time taken for the two vehicles to meet, we can now be able to move and calculate the distance covered by the bus before meeting. So how do we get distance of the bus? To get the distance of the bus, We take the speed, which is 60 kilometers per hour. We multiply by the time taken to meet, which is 1.25, and this one is going to give us 75 kilometers. So 75 kilometers is after 45 kilometers. Assuming they met at this point, it means it covered another distance of 75. So the total bus distance is going to be equal to 75. You add 45, and this one is going to give us 120 kilometers as the answer to this particular question. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussion. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you'll automatically be given a notification. To our subscribers and our supporters, we really appreciate your support because we continue producing the videos because of your continued support.